Good morning, and we're out again. As you can hear, I'm a little bit out of breath because at the moment we're walking uphill. So yeah, see if you can guess where we are. This is a vlog for the Landscapephotography on YouTube UK challenge. A bench or a chair. So let's see what we can manage to do. Looking very peaceful, very calm. Everyone's still in bed. The time now's, what's the time now? About 5:15. 18 minutes past 5. So the sun's coming up behind us very, very fast. Blue hour is burning its way out, and we've got to keep moving, otherwise I'm not going to get to where I want to get to, looking down over Derwent Water before the sun rises. So we'll keep moving. Right, we're just getting to the top of the first bend, and this is my chair and this is my view. So this is something like the plan. As you can see, we've got the bench there, we've got Derwent Water down there, this is Keswick, all still asleep, and the sun's going to rise somewhere over there. Hi wife, sun's going to rise somewhere up there and hopefully light that bench. So good morning. This is it. This is kind of where we're going to start. So in an ideal world, or an ideal situation, all this will be covered in mist, and does frequently. We were up here about 3 years ago maybe, in August, and we were stood a little bit further up. And I'm going to show you a couple of images just to give you a bit of a taster of what can be, well, you know, what you can get. We got some mist. It wasn't a cloud inversion, but we got mist appear in the valley in the morning. The sun rose behind us. I got an amazing picture of a silhouette of a guy taking a photograph. I'll pop that one up. Really enjoyed, that was one of my favourite photographs I think I've ever taken. It's just one of those spur of the moment things. But what really freaked us out more than anything is we had a weather phenomenon even. We had a weather phenomenon. We were stood just up there, looking down over here, watching the mist roll up, and as the sun came over the crest behind, as you can see behind me there, as it came over that crest, it cast a shadow over us, and we got a Brook Spectre, and you don't get to see many of them in your lifetime, if ever. So have a look at these couple of images. We were just blown away. It was absolutely amazing. Bit of a photographer's outing. There was a few of us up here, and yeah, an absolute spectacular moment. We're not going to get nothing like that this morning, I don't think. There is little bits of mist appearing. I can see little bits in the bottom of the valley, but I don't think we're going to get anything like a cloud inversion now. It's a bit too late, it's starting to warm up. But I'm going to get the camera out, set up, and wait for the sun to come up. But first of all, I'm just going to walk to the top and see what we can see from at the top. So we'll catch up with you in a bit. Inspiration, I think, for today was a guy I saw on YouTube a couple of weeks ago that was down here, and I'm ever so sorry I've forgotten his name. I am a subscriber. If I can find the video, I'll put a link for it up now for you. He came along here and he photographed these trees, so I thought I'd come and have a look and see where they were. The bench is kind of for the YouTube Landscape Photography on YouTube UK challenge. We've got a little while till the sun comes up still, and it's also got to get across over the hills, and there's a big hill in front of us, so it's going to take a little while for it to come over that. The valley, there's no mist, but it keeps trying in corners, so we'll see if anything transpires. God, that's a big word for me, isn't it? But yeah, these trees are really quite cool. I like this one. I like the path leading you down. I like this one. I like the water, dermal water in the bottom there. Oh, and if you haven't guessed, we are on Latrigg Fell. Right, let's carry on walking around, having a look. I'm back at the bench, and I'm scrambling to get my camera out because the light is just hitting or just starting to glow on the mountains, and you're getting this lovely kind of orange hue across these peaks, and I'm sure there's some intimate images to be had. Yeah, there's some lovely glow happening on these peaks. Okay, I'm going to take a wide shot just to start with, say wide, 70mm, just to the mountains and Keswick in the bottom, because it's so clear, it just lends itself to a lovely image. We're going to go f13 to give us lots of detail in the image. I'm going to focus on the church, because the church is the most dominant part of the image, really, because it sticks out in the middle of Keswick, right bang in the middle of the image. No, actually, I'm going to move it over to the bottom thirds. 2-second timer. And that's Keswick in the bag. I'm going to try and zoom in a bit closer now on certain parts, because the mountains are looking quite nice with the light just appearing on them. So we'll look at a few detail shots, and then we'll set up for this bench. Camera set up. I think I've gone for something very classic. I've seen a couple of images of this on Google, so here's another one to add to the collection of Google. The sun's going to come up behind you now. We've got the bench down in the bottom left-hand thirds. It's quite close, quite dominant in the image, but this is all about the bench and looking over the view. The golden colours over the mountains are lovely, casting some lovely shadows over the mountains. I'm at 24mm, so it's making the mountains look quite distant, quite small, but it's nice. You've got this bench and it's just telling the story where it's looking over Keswick, it's looking into the mountain, beautiful reflection. You can actually see it in here, to be honest. It is there. I've got a 6-stop soft ND grad on and the polarizers on, only because the polarizer I thought it might help just pick out some of the colours and eliminate a little bit of reflection in the water, but it's not doing a great deal with the polarizer. But the 6-stop ND is, because the grad's just bringing the sky down a little bit just to help bring a bit of the exposure up on the bench. We're at f14. I've focused on the church down in Keswick, and I'm going to take that shot for you. And it's on a 10-second timer because I've just been doing a selfie, so I forgot to switch it back. Schoolboy error. Right, it's actually quite a nice image on its own, to be honest. I don't think I need to to wait for the light to come on the bench, but while we're here we are going to wait and see what happens when the sun hits it, see if it just illuminates it all. But the image itself, that's quite a nice image. You've got the lovely colours in the background, you've got all of Keswick waking up and all the light hitting the sides of the buildings, and this bench up on the top of the viewpoint looking down. So this photograph is for you guys on the Facebook channel. There'll be a link in the description below. It's a good channel, there's a lot of YouTubers on there, and if you're looking for something, get on there, you will find it. The community is growing quite fast, and yeah, it's a good place to be. Right, the sun's just hit the bench, and I'm quickly focus snacking. I've taken one close up. I've put my gloves on as well. It's bloody freezing. So I've taken one of the bench, and I've taken one further back. Now what I've done is I've moved back a little bit and zoomed in. I'm at about 50 mil, and what this is doing, it's just giving me a bit of compression on the mountains in the background. So it's a slightly different image. I'm here, I've definitely got to get a selfie in that bench in the sunshine. So I'll run in, get in the sunshine, 10-second timer, and hopefully that's a selfie with the sun on my back. Yeah, I like that. I'm also going to take one more because I'm into selfies. I know it's a bit silly, but we do enjoy it, and it records the moment we were there. Oh, I'm going to have to take my hat down, I think. That's it. Selfies are done. Hello, we're back. Yeah, we come back up to the trees. As you can see there, I've got this tree in front of me. I just noticed behind me actually, I'm going to have to get a picture of this tree behind me. The sun's peeking through it, and I quite like that, so I'm going to take this one first. There's no sky, so it's a bit bland, the sky, but I've got the mountains over on the bottom left-hand thirds. Trees on the right-hand thirds. We've got a leading line coming in from this fence from the bottom left, sort of taking you over into the mountains. It's actually quite a nice image. Compositionally, it works really, really well. It's just, like I say, with the sky being a little bit bland. I'm at f9. I'm on aperture priority, so I'm just overexposing it by about 2/3 of a stop, which is just bringing up the darker area. I'm just watching the histogram really. I've got no polarizer, it's all in my bag behind me, and as I'm on a bit of a ledge, not so much a ledge, but a bit of a slope. Yeah, focus on the tree, 2-second timer. I'm going to take this image before the sun gets too bright. Yeah, I just like the mountains in the background. It's quite a nice little shot. It's another tree, nice leading line, mountains and a blue sky. So there you go, simple. Right, I've just spun the camera around. Like I said just now, and I've managed to get a little bit of light just popping through the tree. Now this is one of those, I would say shit or bust images, but I can't really say that. So this is one of them hit or miss images. I focused on the tree. I've got a diagonal line, I've got the tree on the left-hand thirds, and the sunbeams coming through. Now it's really hard to balance the exposure. I actually quite like it underexposed, but I'm going to underexpose it and then I'm going to expose it properly. I've got a big patch of dark green trees down here, which isn't too bad. It sort of finishes at the bottom of the image. But the light in the line and a little sunburst, I'm at f22 just to give you that sunburst as the light peeks through the top of the canopy there. Okay, it's a plain sky, but yeah, I think it works. I won't know until I get back on the computer, but I actually quite like that. So yeah. There's another one for the bag. Enjoy. was quite a short and sweet morning. After getting up at 4:15, coming down for the sunrise, which, don't get me wrong, thoroughly enjoyed, but didn't inspire to being overly impressive. Blue sky, no mist, and I've had a phone call from my mate this morning. He's done a delivery this morning in Windermere, and he's just phoned me up about half an hour ago and told me that trees were in the mist and everything over on Kendal and over that side of Windermere, over that side of the Lake District. And guess what? I'm on the other side of the Lake District. So we're going to head down now. We're going to go back to the car and head along Derwent Water and maybe go down to the Ashness Jetty, maybe Ashness Bridge, and go and have a look. I've not seen the bridge before, so it'd be quite nice to go and have a look at it anyway. So yeah, that's the vlog done for now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to my channel, first time you've seen me, then maybe it's worth checking out a couple of my other vlogs. So we'll make our way back to the car and we'll see you all again soon.